Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report, and I am your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, not only myself, but other people have finally come to the conclusion that what is happening in New York is deliberate. They're deliberately imploding the city. They're trying to drive away the taxpayers, the business owners, and the property owners out of the city by making the place simply so dangerous they can't live there. Now, I'm going to go through this article really fast to show you what they're doing, and then I'm going to show you a short clip of a Jewish rabbi talking. It's only about a minute long, but he's given us a lesson. I want you to see that. I've been having the clip for a couple of months now. But anyway, this is just what happened in New York. NYC illegally placed pedophiles near Upper West Side playground. Illegally placed pedophiles. The city dumped at least 6 homeless pedophiles, all still on parole, at a luxury Upper West Side hotel just blocks from an elementary school playground, an apparent violation of state law. Now, who would do something like that? The outrage is only the latest slap in the face to residents of the Manhattan neighborhood, who the Post reported to have dealt with everything from public urination to open drug use since the city began moving hundreds of homeless people into the area. Completely unacceptable, seethed Sabina Popovich, who was at the playground with her daughter 5 and son 1. The 6 parolees, including a man who had forced sex with a 4-year-old girl, were listed by the state sex offender registry as current residents of the Bella Claire Hotel on Broadway and West. The hotel is just under 1,000 feet from the playground of PS 87. And the New York state law bars such high-risk offenders on probation or parole from knowingly entering to or upon schools or other facilities primarily used by children if a minor is present. Courts has interpreted that to mean that they must keep at least 1,000 feet away. Let me show you some of these guys, and then I'm going to show you the clip. Look who they put in this neighborhood. This is a guy who, a violent offender, convicted in 2015 of physically overpowering a 4-year-old girl. This is another guy, a 6-year-old boy. This is who they dropped in the middle of a neighborhood. 10-year-old girl, 11 years old. This is who these people are. Now, most people who have the means would be forced to leave. They would get up and leave, and that's what a lot of them are doing. 500,000 New Yorkers have already left. And that obviously is the point. Now, I'm going to show you this Jewish rabbi talking. He's telling his people to leave New York. It's only a minute long, but I think he has some insight here, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm telling my people to get out of the major cities.
We are a very hard-necked people. We don't listen. It's time to run away from New York City. It's only going to get worse. Innocent blood has awakened, and it's not going to stop. If it's not going to be COVID-19, it's going to be BLM. If it's not going to be BLM, it's going to be BLS. And if it's not going to be BLS, it's going to be ALS. And if it's not going to be ALS, it's going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. We have many letters till we can get to Z. Let's use the T word, Taitzai. Run from a place that is destined for darkness. And that includes Brooklyn. Any place ruled under liberal Democrats stands for justice, and it's going to burn like an inferno. I speak to my Jewish people. Run for the hills. Run while you can. Run to save your life, to spare your life, because the window is tightening. The window is closing. If you could run away from New York, do it today. It's not going to get better before it gets much worse.
Okay? Now, that's some insight, and he obviously knows something that we don't know. And so I'm telling my people exactly the same thing. Get out of these major cities.